Greetings, duelists! Chaotic Sorceress ZTC here, and welcome to Deck Check-In, where I check in with the current deck I am working on, show you the basic idea I'm working with, and give you a rough idea of what I'm currently doing with the deck. To start off, our current deck we're working on is Chaos Necromancer OTK. This deck revolves around Chaos Necromancer, a level 1, attack 0, defense 0, fiend effect monster, with the effect of the attack of this card is the number of monster cards in your graveyard, times 300. Now, for how we're getting so many monsters into the graveyard, we have Magical Merchant, a level 1, 200 attack, 700 defense, insect flip effect monster, with the effect, excavate cards from the top of your deck until you excavate a spell or trap. Then add that card to your hand. Also, send the remaining cards to the graveyard. This is why we only have 3 spells in our 60 card deck. We need 60 cards to actually get Chaos Necromancer to that amount of attack consistently. First, we have Monster Reborn, for if Chaos Necromancer, or one of the 3, is in the graveyard through this effect. If you grab Monster Reborn through the flip effect, you will be able to bring it back to the field easily. Book of Tayo, kind of a brick if you bring it out with sorry, I keep on calling it Flip Merchant. If you bring it out with the Magical Merchant effect, it is useless. Sadly, it's mostly a way to flip it over. We have multiple of those. Next, we have 1 for 1. If you still have a monster in your hand when you activate Flip Merchant, then you can indeed use this ability, if Chaos Necromancer is still in your deck, to special summon it. Or from your hand, I guess. Now, onto the basic gist of the monsters in the deck. We've got graveyard monsters that summon themselves. A lot of them. We've also got one known as Green Ninja, which is basically a flip effect on special summons, where if you special summon a monster, you can special summon this monster by flipping that special summon monster upside down. And then, if you use this Green Ninja in any way and send it to the graveyard, it can flip a monster face up, such as Magical Merchant, which is pretty good for activating the effect. We've also got Cup of Aces, but it's a monster. And you special summon it to whoever side of the field wins the coin toss. It's a kind of iffy card. We've got a discard to draw. We've got a send to the graveyard effect for another monster that, if sent to the graveyard, you can draw 1 card. We've got a monster that summons itself from the graveyard. I believe I already said that, but who cares? We've got a Burning Abyss monster that, if sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and negate its effects until the end of the turn. We've got our Danger monsters, which have become a running theme for trying to keep decks powered when they are very bad at hand control. We've got special summons. When discarded. We've got a lot of level 4s that special summon themselves. And some level 6s, I guess. We've also got Chaos Angel, because apparently this is good when you have multiple dark monsters on your field. Because it can treat dark or light monsters you control as tuners for its synchro summon. And it's pretty good. It makes it so monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle. Or synchro monsters you control are unaffected by monster effects activated by your opponent if you use a light monster. We don't have quite a lot of those. I think we might only have one. Pretty sure. Then we have Lyrilisk. This is just because we have a lot of level 1 monsters. We have Battle Cruiser. This is because we have quite a few level 3 monsters that special summon themselves. We have Wind Up Zenmeister, which flips a monster upside down until the end phase, where it flips it back up. You can also use it in combination with Photon Papilloperative to flip that monster face up early, so that you can get your spell in your hand faster. I should also mention, if you draw all 3 spells, you're kind of doomed. I plan to fix that at a later date. We've got Infinitrack, because, Infinitrack. I guess. We have a lot of level 7s that we can summon, and I thought this was at least a good idea. We've got Hieratic Sky Dragon Overlord of Heliopolis. It can negate card effects, which is pretty good. And we've got level 8s in here, such as the Dangers, that can special summon themselves. So, if we have that possibility, which we inevitably will have, it's good to have. We've got Zeus, because we're using XEs. And therefore Zeus is a good option, because of its destruction effect. It's a good out for things. We've got Akashic Magician. It can search stuff, and if it's pointing at a danger monster, you can add it back to the hand if that happens when it's summoned. Which is pretty nice. It can also search through an amount of monsters in your deck from the top up to the amount of link rating of a monster below it or connected to it. Co-linked to it. We've got Code Talker and Shinobi, which are generic level link 2s that can be traded for literally anything. We've got Transcode Talker, because of its ability to, if co-linked, negate card effects, or cannot negate targeting of card effects of the co-linked monsters, which is quite alright. We've got Saryuja for its ability to take cards from the top of the deck. And then, if you happen to draw a spell card, you can put it on the bottom of the deck for assurance. It's also draw power. Since we're trying to summon Saryuja sometimes, we can go for Access Code Talker. Or at least try to. For its ability to destroy other cards on the field. That's the basic rundown of what I'm doing. Now on to the in-practice version of this. Which is pretty janky, I'm not going to lie. At least currently. I plan to fix that at a later date. In a later version of this. It will be a lot better once I'm done with it. Set. Magical Merchant. Activate. Book of Tayo. Flip Summon. Excavate. 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 Draw. Activate. 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 Draw. Summon. Activate. Summon. Activate. Discard. Summon. Summon. The reason I'm not activating it again is because I know where the other one is. Summon. Banish. Summon. Summon. Activate. Select. End turn. You know, that's kind of basically what this is all about. Activate Treeborn Frog. Yeah. What do you mean the deck doesn't work? I mean that it legitimately gets destroyed by the NPC. Sag. I need to fix that kink. At least it can blow through link monsters. And there's that. You won't believe how hard it was. This is a 60 card deck, so actually getting the correct cards into your hand is a lot harder than it looks. A lot harder. And, as you've seen, I can get it up to there, but it doesn't have any protection for the most part. Unless you get lucky with the Heliopolis guy, or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, this deck sucks currently. It's inconsistent and easily destroyed. But haha, funny number go up. So there's that. And that's deck check-in for Chaos Necromancer OTK. If you have any suggestions of what I could add into this, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you liked the video, consider liking and subscribing. And that's about it. See you in the next one.